I've had a lot on my mind, so this is going to be PTSD Journal. Whatever. Um, I just kind of feel like I can't keep torturing the people I love with the shit that's in my head. So, in video it shall be for a while. I am stuck at a place where I am going over and over and over stuff that happened, oh god, when I was 17, just about to turn 17. I was dating this really great hippie guy. I thought he was great. Crazy talented artist. It'd make me laugh. Free-spirited. Pretty amazing in my book. My mom didn't care for him. My brother didn't like him. And my dad never got to meet him. Anyway, got report cards for the first 6 weeks of school. And a friend of mine who was new to school that year wanted me to come stay the night, even though it was a school night. And I said, my mom's never going to let me. It's a school night. We have school tomorrow. She's not going to let me stay the night at your house. It's just not going to happen. And her stepdad got on the phone and he talked my mom into it. My mom drove me over there. She wasn't too happy about it, but she'd been talked into it. So I go over there and we're watching videos, whatever. And her dad goes to take a shower. So her and I are raiding the kitchen and she makes us a couple of mixed drinks. I was 17. Sure, I'll have a couple of drinks, or I'll have a drink. And so rum is revolting to this day. Can't do it. I've tried. Can't do it. We were drinking and she put in a porno. And we were watching it and I'm like, ugh. All right. Whatever. And I remember her saying to me, why don't you go do that to my dad? No, that's disgusting. That's what I said. He had gone to bed by this point or whatever. And she went to take a shower. And there I was in the living room, listening to music or something at that point, watching videos. I don't remember. I was pretty drunk. I remember him coming in and asking me where I was going to sleep. And I was like, well, I'm going to sleep in Cheryl's room or on the couch. No, you're going to come sleep in my bed. I'm not going to go through everything that happened. He ended up leaving the house. I ended up calling the guy that I was dating at the time, and it was like 4 in the freaking morning. His parents answered the phone. And I was crying, and I just kept saying that something bad had happened. Cheryl got on the phone and said that I'd had a bad dream. And she was telling me I couldn't tell anybody. She didn't apologize. But I couldn't tell. Because then she would tell everybody that I slept with her dad. Her stepdad. And so I had to go through the whole school day. I told my mother when I got home it was my fault for having gone over there, for asking to go over there on a school night. And at one point in her life, she'd had something happen to her. And that she'd been knocked unconscious. And that at least I remembered everything that happened to me, which was much better in her opinion, because she woke up in a hospital. She had no idea what had happened to her. Everybody just assumed that she'd been raped. And I wasn't to tell anybody, because her and my dad were going through a divorce at the time. And if I told, well then, people would think she was a bad mother. And there were other things said that were very hurtful. Look at me. I'm over 50. And it still cuts me. His name was not a common name, so it wasn't like I heard it all the time afterwards. And then the main character in a child's movie was named that. And it was incredibly popular. And then they made several different versions of this particular story. 1, 2, 3, My son and the nieces and nephews and everybody all the years who loved it. And hearing that name all the time, I just wanted to rip my eyes out. I wanted to stab something in my ears so that I didn't hear it anymore. But they're kids, and kids enjoy these movies. And so you sit there and you smile and, oh yes, it's a great movie. And in your head, all you want to do is run